Bottle shop employee is too traumatised to return to work after a terrifying hold-up in Melbourne's west. Masked bandits thrust guns at the man's face before escaping with cash.
Mr. Pop.
Reverb and dusters on the track.
All the time I spent in prison, did it help me out? Nah. I'm talking to these four walls, what can you tell me now? I'm burning bridges that I built, these people think I'm melting down. I signed a deal to feed my family, they say I'm selling out. I've been around the block before, I really lived the life. The judge gave me 5 years, I really did the time. I'm sick of seeing mumsy cry and tears up in my sister's eyes. My little brother asking why, I promise I'ma make it right. I still miss my brother Jesse and I hope he knows. I used to see his face up in the clouds when I was smoking cones. If you're listening to this, just know I love you, bro, there's no hard feelings. Mum and dad just want you home. All these lyrics that I'm writing, they don't ease the pain. I got a couple million views, but I don't really need the fame. If I could have a normal life today, then I would leave the game. If you want it, you can have it, that's an easy trade. I don't do the gossip, I ain't into talking loud. I had to cut some people off, I'm hanging with a smaller crowd. And they know who I am, where I come from, what I'm all about. And if we have a problem with each other, then we sort it out. And fuck the pipe, I ain't trying to puff my life away. I left that in the past, I'm walking forward towards a brighter day. Tears falling like the rain and I don't want to cry again. I hope my ex is doing good, I'm really not the type to hate. Every day's a lesson and I'm learning what I can. My mum and dad raised me right and prison turned me to a man. She loves it when I call her senorita, she's my biggest fan. But right now I can't do us, I hope she understands. I miss Shaf, I miss Sonny, will I see him soon? The only time I ever see my friends is when they're on the news. I miss my brother Betsy, I just want to go to heaven too. I'm praying every night, God tell me what I'm meant to do. I'm waking up in cold sweats when I sleep at night, cause there's a lot of pain and anguish that I keep inside. It hurts that certain people died and I don't want to be alive. That's the truth, I'm being honest with you, I don't need to lie. This rap is more than just a Rolex and a Cuban link. It's supposed to make you feel at home, just like the house you grew up in. I had a good relationship and then I went and ruined it. She told me that she's done with all the fighting, so she threw it in. I'm a man and I won't hide the fact I've got to cry. It broke my heart when Davo told me he don't want to die. He's only 35 and he don't want to leave his kids behind. Rest in peace, I love you bro, I think about you all the time. Just know your boys are doing fine, I hope you're looking down and smiling from that place up in the sky. I'll be there in a little while. Just know your boys are doing fine, I hope you're looking down and smiling from that place up in the sky. I'll be there in a little while. I ain't trying to die young like my mates did. I want to live a long life with my bro Riv, cause where we come from no one really makes it. I've got my eyes set up on the prize and I won't quit. When I was young I was bummy, I had no cash. I used to rack all my clothes, I was broke as. Weighing up buds at Lorenzo's mum's. Back then I was sticking up dealers with my bro Shaf. I've come a long way from my house up in Monmouth. Stoned every day, blowing out them bong clouds. No doubt I was hanging with the wrong crowd. I went to jail, came home, look at what I've got now. New car, old friends, same postcode. And a watch with a crown as its logo. I'm dressed in Givenchy, you're looking like a hobo. Flowz, Dilione is my name if you don't know. Everybody wanna know what my life's like, but that's what happens when you're living in the limelight. I've come such a long way since the price of life. I was 19, broke, smoking on an ice pipe, thinking that's cool, I ain't have no role models. My older brother put them hoses in the Coke bottles. I smoked a lot of weed and I popped a lot of Xan. Sorry mum, I promise that I'll never do drugs again. I ain't trying to waste time when the clock's ticking. I don't need you in my life if you're not driven. I praise the Lord cause my family are God-given. It broke my heart, I couldn't hug them in a box visit. All I really need is them and a couple friends. People saying that they love me but I know it's just pretend. When I was locked up in a cell they didn't love me then. It's funny how things work out when on the other end. Drugs used to pay the bills, maybe rap could. I'm making money from my music, it's that good. Flowz one, I'm the realest you can ask around. I had them lifers in a cypher up in Atwood. I've done the hard yards, yeah, I've done the prison time. My first TV appearance, I was up on Channel 9. For jumping counters, I was wanted by the task force. Altona North, armed crimes, tell them get in line. I really come from the hood, I'm a rock star. You can see me driving round Newey in a hot car, or at the train station taking photos with my fans. If you talking shit behind my back, you were not hard. I came from the bottom, so I'm gonna shine bright. Just like my dad was, I'm destined for the limelight. And fuck the yard shades, I ain't got no time for that, cause I've lost way too many friends to the ice pipe. When I was young I was confused, I didn't know how to deal with all the pain. I'd smoke a cone until I zoned out. Along the way I lost myself up in them smoke clouds. My head spinning like I'm on a merry-go-round. I was on prescription pills to help me but they don't work. Seroquel it fucks my head and Xannies make my bones hurt. When I was sick I couldn't even walk to go to church. Mumsy had to drive me everywhere like a chauffeur. Admitting that I had a problem was the first step. I had to throw the pipe away, I haven't seen the worst yet. I ended up in prison, then eventually my girl left. My family, yeah, everything, it kills me that I hurt them. Just to get to sleep I used to have to take a few Xans. I couldn't function properly on the drugs, tell me who can. Lunch break, I had no money for the food van. 3 years later and I'm feeling like a new man, yeah. And that's a wrap. Loves it when I call her senorita, she's my biggest fan, but right now I can't do us. I hope she understands. I miss like the rain and I don't want to cry again. I hope my ex is doing good, I'm really not the type to hate. Every day's a lesson and I'm learning what I can. My mum and dad raised me right and prison turned me to a man. She loves it when I call her senorita, she's my biggest fan, but right now I can't do us. I hope she understands.